Hello. Just doing a live kind of spontaneous. Wanted to do just a little fun project. This file has a couple different ways to make it, so I wanted to make sure that I did a live, so I showed all the different ways. So these are two different files I have going on here. I know I'm really late on getting Mother's Day files put out this year. I meant to get them out. I just got caught up on doing all the states and everything. And this was one I've been meaning to get out for probably 2 months. So I finally finished it, and I'm finally going to post it. So I figured while I was staging it, I would do a live. So I'm just going ahead. I'm waiting for everybody to jump on. I'm just cutting some scrapbook paper because I decided I was going to decoupage this one. So I'm just giving everybody a minute to jump on. I apologize. I cannot see the comments, so I'm very sorry. I see a couple people watching. Jennifer Harper, hi. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. So this file you can personalize, or you can not personalize it. And I'm going to show you both ways. So I cut both versions of it just to show you how you can do it. So one of the files says home on it, and the other one says mom. So, and on the letter O, you can add names. You can add like, for mom, you can add like kids' names. You can even do, if you're a pet mom, you can add your pets' names. I'm a pet mom, so I actually went ahead and put my cat's name on there. I put Goose on there because that's my cat's name. I'm so silly. So I have that. I'm actually making one for my mom, so I put my sister and my name on there. And I'm going to be seeing her coming up soon, so I wanted to make sure I had a Mother's Day gift for her, so I'm going to make her that one. So, and then I made a home one for my house with my family members' names. Alrighty. So, and I made sure to put the kitties away for tonight, so that way they weren't fighting and being silly tonight. Because they can get really rowdy whenever I do a live, and I'm not sure why. It's really, really silly. So I'm just giving everybody a chance to jump on really quick, and then I'll start talking about the file. So I'm just cutting. So this is how I'm going to do it. So these files all have the score lines, so you can see exactly where to put your flourishes. I went ahead and got started a little early on this, so you can see exactly where to put them. I went ahead and painted the flourishes ahead of time just to save on time, so I didn't keep you guys here all night. So there's the flourishes. What's fun about this file, I'll show you. What you can do, I'll take these back off so I can show you how this works. So you put this over here, and you can see this opening. Now let me grab the acrylic. So you're gonna cut pieces of clear acrylic out, and you're gonna place that over the top. And then you're going to place this over it. And then you have another piece of clear acrylic that goes on the back. And that's where the pieces go. Like, you can drop them right in. So there they go. So you can have those pieces. So once this is all put together, they'll slide in there much easier. So then you can have like names. And what's cool about this, if you want to add magnets to the back, then you can switch out the back piece and put like a photograph or whatever you want to put in there. So it doesn't have to be just a piece of clear acrylic. Or you could do like some decoupage, whatever you want to do on this back piece. I'm leaving it clear just for fun, but you can do whatever you want on that. You can do something cool, like a photo of like your mom, like maybe your kids, whatever you want to put there. It's really your choice. And then you have like those pieces where you can add names. And there's a little top piece where you can drop those names in there. So you can put like all the different names. So, and they just drop right in. So I'm just holding it together. So normally they'll drop in there much easier. And I did provide different size hearts. So you can do different sizes. Like if there's like a little baby, that's new. You can do a little tiny heart. If you have like a bigger kid, you can do bigger hearts. So, and if you have like maybe you're just two kids and you want to do two big hearts, then it fills in the space a little better. So, or if you have a lot of kids, then those little small hearts would definitely be beneficial. So I just went ahead and just added those names. So I'm just going to take this back apart so you can see. So there's those pieces. So I just used clear acrylic on that. It's just 1/8 clear acrylic. And it's just the Glowforge acrylic. So that's the piece. There's another version of the file. This is why I want to do live really quick so you can see. This is the piece and it doesn't have that piece cut out. So if you wanted to not personalize it, then you'll just put the letters on and you're good to go. And you can go ahead and put your flourishes on. You can go ahead and glue, and then it goes into the stand. And you can also, if you don't want to put it on a stand, so I made sure to leave these separate so that way they weren't like welded. So you have these pieces. And then if you want to put these on like a little picture frame, you can just do MOM and then just use the letters by themselves. So there's a lot of versions of how you can use this. And there's also a 1/4 version included too. So if you don't want to use 1/8. So that's how the file goes together. So I figured while I'm here, we can do some fun stuff. So I went ahead and picked out 3 pretty pieces of scrapbook paper. And I did order these on Temu. Temu, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But these were really fun. These were cheap. I want to say they were like 100 pack for like $3. I mean, they are small, but that's fine because these letters will fit on here perfectly. And you get a couple sheets of the same one, so that works out nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one. And I did do the same file in the word home. So if you see that up here, here's the word home. So I'll have the file for home and the file for mom. So just for different funsies. Another person asked me about doing the word love. I could do that, and then you could put like your names. You put your family names, or if you're engaged, it'd be great for like maybe a wedding centerpiece or something you might want to have out at like a bridal shower. Really a lot of options for these. So I'll make a couple more versions of these. I was just kind of playing around with these. This was the one I had made a while back, and then I thought I would add the word home too. Okay, so I'm gonna get my stuff together. So I'm gonna show, if you guys haven't seen the decoupage, I'll get my papers out, and I'm gonna just show you how to do this. If you want, you can go ahead and do this ahead of time and laser it on there. You don't have to. I just kind of like to know where I'm putting it. So I just use a pen. It's really your preference how you want to do this, but I kind of want to know where I'm putting it. So I just outline it with a pen, and then make sure that you have your decoupage ready. And I use a sanding block just to get like those little edges in case I don't have it perfect. The only thing about when you decoupage, then you lose your score lines, but that's okay. There'll be photographs included, and you'll still have the file to look at, so you know exactly where to put them. Plus, they're like measured right to the letter, so they just fit right on there snugly. So here's my letter M. And I did go to Michael's this week, and they have these lovely distress inks. These are on sale this week, buy one 50% off. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I did compare them to the prices on Amazon, and right now Michael's has the better deal. And I actually got a coupon in my email too for like another like 15% off my total purchase, which was really nice. So right now, if you haven't tried those little distress inks, I think that's a really good deal. I like the little small ones just so I can get in the crevices to distress, but you know, it's really your preference. Make sure. Oh, of course I didn't get the whole thing. Alrighty. Too busy gabbing. Could have sworn I did. All right. Make sure I got it this time. Nope, sure didn't. Could have sworn I did. There we go. All right. Okay. Good enough. All right. So I'm going to get my scissors. And these are really pretty papers. I really like them. I like to go in on the inside of the line just a little bit, just so I don't have to sand so much of the paper off. All right. So these are really fun. Hope you guys like this. That'd be kind of cool. I haven't seen one like this before, a file where it's like, where you can do a little O with the little pieces. I mean, there are files like that. I just haven't seen them with the letters, with the little flourishes. And I just want to do something different that hasn't been done before. I just feel like there's just so much of the same stuff out there, and I'm trying to be different. Alrighty. Okay. I probably shouldn't use kitchen scissors to do this. I should have craft scissors. I do have them somewhere, but I lose my scissors like all the time. I'm so clumsy with my scissors. I keep losing them. I think I have like 20 pairs too. And you know what? I never lose my kitchen scissors. They're always here because they're always in the kitchen. All right. What's everybody up to? Everybody enjoying their Thursday night? I'm hoping that we have a nice weekend. It's been so cold here. Like, where is spring? It was like in the 40s today. I'm like, what? I'm over it. I want some warm weather. And the warm weather will get here and then I'll complain. I tell you. Like, what happened to like the nice mix of weather that's like 70s, like 60s, 70s? That'd be nice. But it jumps from like 40 degrees to like, I swear, to like 90. Like, no, nothing in the middle. It goes from like winter to like summer, like fake summer. And then it goes to like, all of a sudden it's like back to winter. Then fake summer again. I don't know what's going on with our weather here. Alrighty. Okay, so here's my M. Alrighty. That's gonna look really sharp. I love that. Okay, so this is for my mom. I really hope she likes this. I didn't like her colors of her house. And I love this pretty pink. I want to make sure I get that pretty rose in there. Maybe I'll do it like down here so I can get that pretty rose. Because that is pretty. That's why I like this. Because like you can like pick where you want to put your decoupage papers. There we go. So if you haven't tried this Temu site, I'm glad I did. It was a pretty good price. Just like, it was like $3. And they had coupons too. The only thing is they get annoying. They send you a lot of ads. I had to turn off the notifications because it was getting a little bit much. Okay. Okay. So I think that's going to look really pretty right there. I'm excited to see how this comes out. I think I might make 2 versions of it because I did cut both versions, the personalized and the non-personalized version. It'd be fun to like do it like events, like the non-personalized one. You can just have it at an event. Or if you want to just leave the hearts blank and then just like take a Sharpie and write the names. If you have good handwriting. I don't have the best handwriting. So people have that beautiful calligraphy. I'm like so jealous of how good people are at calligraphy. I am not one of those people. There we go. I'm doing my best to cut a straight line here. My hand tends to shake a little bit. Okay, so there's my O. That looks really nice. Okay, and then one more, letter M. So I went ahead and picked these out ahead of time. And I think I'm gonna put this right here because I want that pretty rose right on the bottom. Okay. Sorry if you can't see. I'll move this a little closer. And there we go. So I just use a pen, get those spots good. I feel like this pen does not write very well. I think that's my problem. Yeah, I think this pen's not writing. It's old. Alrighty. Yep, it's the pen. This pen does not want to write. I'm gonna need a new one. Alrighty. Alright, I think that's about it. Yeah, I just ripped it. This pen, not very good. Okay. Alrighty. And I have my decoupage ready to go. Like I said, you can definitely like put this on ahead of time and then cut on your laser. You don't have to do it this way. I just like it like this. So I can pick it. But you really can do it how you want to do it. Definitely more time saving to cut it, to apply it to your board. And I've done it that way too. There we go. There. Okay. Letters are definitely a lot harder to cut than just simple shapes. A lot of things going on. A lot of twists and turns. Hopefully I did a good job cutting these. Okay, last cut. All right, I'm gonna get rid of my scraps. You can always save those for like earrings or whatnot. Okay, so there are my pieces. And I have my decoupage. And I have my special brush because you can see this brush has seen better days. It's definitely not as good as it used to be. It's very hard. I just feel like no matter how much I wash it, I just never get the decoupage out of the brush. Just to make sure that I have this doubled up so I don't get any of this on my counter. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my decoupage. So I like to put it right on here. And I like to be a little generous with it because I feel like MDF soaks this up a lot. I'll get some more. But the more I work with it, the softer my brush gets. There we go. Alrighty. Make sure I get that on there really perfect. There we go. All right, and once I feel like it's on there the right way, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna push all those air bubbles out with my brush, moving towards the edges. Just pushing those air bubbles out. Oh, trying to touch it as I'm doing it. I don't want to rip the paper. The only thing about this paper, it's very thin. More like a napkin consistency. All right. So there's my M. I'm gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do my O. Get some paper in there. Ooh, got some paper in there. Don't want to get any scraps in there because then it's gonna get bubbly. It stuck to my finger. So it's very, very sticky. All right. Make sure I move these. I just like to keep the flourishes close by so I don't mix them up because I don't want to forget which ones went where. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this on. You know what? I did this upside down, but that's okay. O can be upside down. Okay. So there's my O. So those are done. I'm just gonna set this over here. I'm gonna move this right out of the way. So I have to sand those edges off. And I'll get this other M. There we go. Really want to get that I want to get that in there because this stuff like just drinks it right up. MDF is just so porous. I feel like it just drinks the decoupage. There we go. Okay. Okay, just pushing those bubbles out. All right. Just push those bubbles right out of there. Just push them right to the edges. I And we're gonna sand those edges right off, those extra bits off to the side. Grab some more decoupage. Probably didn't need that much. Okay. So there we have that. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. Whew, this is just moving all over the place. I'm just gonna move this. There we go. All right. It loves to wrinkle up on me. Okay, so I did start the word home. So here's our E. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just move these out of the way so they can dry. Alrighty, there we go. And here's our E for home. I'm really excited about this. You can get your Mod Podge really anywhere. You can go to like Michael's, Joann's. You can make your own. It's just 50-50 glue and water if you want to make your own, or you can just go to the store and buy Mod Podge. All right. This stuff is very sticky. All right, and here's my E for home. Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get some more Mod Podge. Make sure I get those edges so it doesn't peel up. A little too much on there. It'll just take a little longer to dry, that's all. There we go. Okay. I should have like a silicone mat that like holds it down. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, so there's my E. I'm gonna set this over here to dry. All right, so I'm gonna grab some more paper towel because this is gross. Okay, so I'm gonna do my flourishes next. So I went ahead and put white chalk paint on these flourishes. There we go. Make sure, nope, there's nothing on the counter. Thought it did. Okay. My giant roll of paper towel. All right, I'm just gonna set this over here. Okay. I'm just gonna set this aside because I'm gonna use this brush again. So I went ahead and did these flourishes ahead of time in white chalk paint. And I want to distress them so they don't stand out so much. I want them to kind of look antiqued because the paper is kind of antiqued. So I went ahead and got these pretty cool, these distress inks. I thought these were kind of pretty. They kind of go along with the color scheme of the paper. So I was like, So I'm going to try them out. I've never tried them before. So I thought, why not? We'll try them tonight. And they were buy one, get one 50% off at Michael's. So they're regularly $13.99. I did look on Amazon and they were definitely a little bit more expensive, but If these weren't on sale, Amazon was the better deal. But I thought, why not? I'll give these a try. So this is my first time. So here goes nothing. Brand new. They have all different colors. I thought these were really cool. So here we are. So these are kind of like the color scheme of the paper. Okay. I thought these were really neat. So I'm seeing I really like this color. And this one is called Weathered Wood. I love that. I think I'm going to add a little bit of that. You know what? And if I don't like it, you know what? It's no big deal. You can always paint over it. I'm going to give it a try. Let's take a look. Oh, that is pretty. Look at that. It really does look like weathered wood. Look at that. Oh, that is nice. I'm excited about this. Weathered wood. For the win. Love this. This is really cool. I always feel like, you know what? I always use the same colors over and over. I need to start branching out. A lot of my stuff looks the same all the time, so I need to start exploring new colors. These ones in between here, and these little guys. That's what I love about these little small ones. You can really get in between. So what do you think of that one? That looks pretty cool. I like that. So there's that one in comparison to one that hasn't been distressed. I like that. I think I'm going to keep going with this weathered wood. I think that's going to look really sharp. All right, we'll keep going. Some weathered wood. I kind of want to add a little bit of that pink too. That's really cool. Why not? Okay. I feel like I should be telling jokes or something. Entertain you guys. I'm not good at telling jokes. All right. There we go. I like that. Very cool. I used to work at a winery a long time ago, and I used to entertain people with silly stories. I used to have these funny stories of weird experiences that I had. Very odd. People thought they were a riot. I should start doing that on here. Start telling all these goofy experiences. People are like, yeah, right. That never happened. They're so unbelievable. They're like crazy. I don't know. That might be embarrassing though. All right. That's a good one. There we go. People love hearing embarrassing stories, I think. People always say, you gotta start writing these down. Write a book. All right. That's a good. Okay. Do another one. I think I'm gonna go back and add a little of that pink, just to see. Let's do this one first, and then we'll go back and add a little bit of that pink, just to see how it goes. Why not? I don't want to lose that white that's in there. I feel like I do it. If you do it too much, you lose the white. Okay, this is the last one. Ooh, dropped it. Oh my gosh. Woof. What a goof. See? Embarrassing. Alrighty. Yeah. That looks good. All right, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that pink just to see. I should have like an example one like laying around that doesn't matter, just in case I mess up. Ooh, look at that. Whoa, that is bright. Woo. Well, we should bring one of the M's back just to see. Just see how this is gonna look first. Ooh, love that. Maybe the pink might make it pop a little bit more. What do you think? Should we add the pink? Make it pop? Why not? Let's give it a try. Let's do this. Ooh, I'm scared, I'm nervous. Just add it, just maybe here and there. Just a little bit. Let's take a look. Bring it back. See how it looks. Ooh, that's definitely different. A little bit of pink. I like that. All right. I didn't want to go too crazy on the background because I didn't want to like lose the flourishes. If it gets too busy, you lose them. Oh, I like that. That's fun. I feel like I want to like distress these letters too, but I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to add a little bit of the pink to all these now. Just a little bit. Ooh, I'm a little crazy on that one. A little bit. Ooh, big much. After I just said I'm going to go easy on it, I go and throw it all on there real heavy. Okay. These are so much fun to play with. Okay. Glad I painted these flourishes ahead of time because you don't want to sit here and watch me paint chalk paint. That's boring. All right. Cool. All righty. A little bit here and there. I think that's good. I don't want to go too crazy. There we go. Okay. Make sure you get the cap on there good. All right. Nice. Okay. This one is not sticking, is it? Is it sticking? Okay, I think this one's dry enough that we can start sanding. Got my sanding block. I was sanding black paint. I'm getting like black paint from the sanding block on here. Should have gotten a new one. That's okay. Making a mess. Such a messy crafter. There we go. Those edges nice. Look at that. Getting all those edges real good. Okay, yeah, so if you get a little bit of pen mark on there, it's okay, because you don't sand it right off. Okay. I always hate trying to get those pieces in between. I can never get them good. Oops. Got it. Alrighty. A nail file will be really good to get those pieces right in between there. That's the best. Get those pieces in between. Should go get my nail file. I like those glass nail files. Those are nice. Get those on Temu too. Should order some of those. They're cheap for like $1. I see them at craft shows and they're like $10. Like Temu, like $1. $1. It's like, what? What? $1. There we go. Try not to like go back and forth. I don't want to rip the paper, but. Alrighty. Try to get that with my finger now. Okay. Looks pretty good. So there's my M. Get that little piece right in between there, real quick. There's our M. And get this stuff all over. Should over a trash can. And there's our little flourish, and it fits right on there. You can see that little notch in the flourish fits right in there. There it is. And here's our other piece of our flourish right here. Got little bits here from the sanding. Okay, and it fits exactly right in there. What do you think? You like it? Whip a little closer so you can see it. It looks fun. All right, so there's our M for mom. I want to do the O because I really want to see how that's going to look. Because we're going to add the acrylic on that one. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. Let's see how O is coming along. Yeah, the O is looking nice. Feels pretty dry. Okay. Definitely recommend having a nail file for these inside pieces. I might not be able to do it very well. There we go. Get those pieces on the inside. All right. Okay, so here's our O. I'll get a piece of, I'll get one of my nail files to get the inside piece, but it's not too bad. So I'm gonna get these pieces. So here's this piece and this piece. Here's our O. That's gonna look really cool. So there's the O. Love that. It doesn't matter which way the O goes. You can have it go one way or the other, like how you would put the flourishes. Okay. And let's grab our last M. This one's pretty good. Doesn't really need a lot of sanding. pretty good. All right. Just this piece here has a little extra left over. There we go. And I'm going to try to get this piece here. This is definitely where a nail file comes in. Okay. Okay, we're just about done with this one. Okay, perfect. Maybe just kind of scrape that out with my nail. There. Okay. And make sure I get the right piece. Put this piece up top. That little piece there, I'm gonna scrape off with my nail. There we go. Ah, stuck in my fingers. And here's our piece. This piece right here. Make sure I figure it out. That little bump goes right in that little piece there. All right, there's Mom. All right, I'm gonna just clean this sheet up here. Just gonna move these. And I'm gonna show you how we're gonna go ahead and glue these. All right, I'm just gonna set this over here because I still have to use this brush. Okay. Alrighty. So I want to do the Mom with this here with home. Or Mom with the space. All right, I'm just grabbing more paper towel so I don't get any glue on my counter. Okay. All right, so I want to use this one. It has the space so I can put the hearts in here. You do not need to paint this one because you're not going to see it. So here's our pieces. There we are. And it doesn't matter which M goes where, they're both the same. Okay, so I have my glue. This is the kind of glue I like to glue with. It's the Loctite. And you can get this at Home Depot, you can get it at Michael's, you can get it at Lowe's. I just like this kind. And it's like around $3.99, and you can get it at Michael's, and you can use like a 20% off coupon. And I think it's around like $3.79 at Home Depot. So, just gonna go ahead and open it. Okay. So, when we do this one, we want to make sure that we put this piece of acrylic on, otherwise you are not going to be able to put your pieces in. So we got to make sure we put that on before we glue the O. Okay, so before we do that, I want to make sure I put my flourishes on. Did I turn it? Make sure you turn the cap, and that opens the glue. I'm going to put a little bit of the glue on the flourishes, just a little bit, goes a long way. Do not want to put a lot of glue on these because it will ooze out. And be ready to glue when you start. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this on, making sure I know exactly where it goes before I start gluing. Alrighty. There it goes. There's my flourishes on that one. And put a little bit on this one. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. Okay. Make sure I got it just right. Once you set it down, it's kind of hard to change it once you set it down, like I just did. And I was able to get that back off. Okay. These are very picky. All right. There's my M, making sure I got it on there really good. There we go. Yeah, you rip the paper when you pull it back up. So make sure you have it on there exactly where you want it when you start sticking it on, because this stuff is not forgiving, but it does hold really well. So there's our M. So then that's going to go on right here. Okay. So then I'm going to put on my flourishes on my O next. It's easier when you have those score lines. There we go. And the next one. It's like playing that game of Operation. It's like, oh, gotta get on there perfectly. There we go. And I think that's close enough. All right, there we go. So there's our O. So what we're gonna do for this one, when we put our O on here, we wanna make sure that we get this on here. So we're gonna glue it right onto the acrylic, okay? So make sure this is all ready to go and you're ready to glue. I glue it right onto the acrylic. And the acrylic is going to glue directly onto this piece so that we can put our pieces in here. Make sure there's nothing on here. I'm gonna just go ahead and put some glue on here. And you're not gonna see this part because it's gonna be covered by the O. There we go. All right, this stuff dries really fast. So there's our piece, and then we're gonna glue this piece. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick this piece right on. There we go. And then we're gonna flip it over and put the other piece of acrylic on the back. So this is how we do it. Making sure that it's all lined up because you don't wanna see that piece underneath. So make sure it's all lined up perfect. I rub my finger along the side just so we know that they match. All right, feels good. Looks good. All right. And if you wanted to, you can add another layer just so they all match, like the same height. That's totally up to you if that's like your personal preference. I'm okay with it being, the O being a little bit bigger. That's totally up to you if you want that. So if you wanted to do it that way, if you want to add that extra layer of an extra M, and that way it's the same height. And there we are. Making sure that M's on there. So if you wanted to do the other version, all you would have to do is just stick these right on. And then they'd be the same height all the way across. So that's the other version. You don't have to put it on with the acrylic. You can just go ahead and put your O right on here. So that's the other version. So this is the non-personalized version if you want to just do mom. So that's one way of doing it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that that's the other way of doing it. Okay, so we'll just get the other M. Alrighty. Just have to glue these flourishes on. And then I will show you how we glue the other piece on, and we can put the little pieces inside. I hope my mom likes this. This is her Mother's Day gift. She's not in the group, so she's not gonna know. This is gonna be a surprise to her. I sure hope she likes this. There we go. There's our last piece. All right. I sure hope you guys like this file. It was definitely a lot of fun to make. I apologize, I was very late getting this out. There we go. Okay, then we'll go ahead and put this on here. Just got a little bit of paper I want to scrape off. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on. Really don't need a lot. I want to make sure I get those edges at the bottom. And then we'll put this on. I guess I really like to rub my fingers along the edges to make sure that they line up. And that helps me get everything on perfectly. And you don't have a lot of time to work with this glue, I tell you. Oh. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I feel like when I glue on something wrong, that's the time it glues on like instantly. And then when I'm trying to get something to glue fast, it takes like forever. And I have to put like extra stuff on. And, like then I have to get clamps. But usually this stuff goes on really fast. So here is our mom. I'm really happy with this. So I'm gonna just flip it. I'm gonna add the other piece of acrylic on the back. And that's where we're going to. And if you didn't want to glue this on, you could put magnets. Put the magnet tape on the back, and then you can take this piece off if you want. And then you can put like photographs or whatnot on the back. Totally up to you. I'm just leaving mine clear. My mom's not a big fan of photographs, so that's why I didn't do it that way. But you can totally put like a photograph of like your kids in there, your dog, your cat, whatever you want to put. So you can put magnets right on. They have this magnet tape and they sell it at Joann's, Michael's. It just sells like, it's like rolls of tape and it's really cool. And it just sticks on there and it's really thin and it just like sticks right on. Super fun. So you can just take that back right off. I'm gluing, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So, all right. And I'm just gonna give that a few more seconds to stick on there. And I'm pretty happy with this. So what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to do the stand. So this is my stand for Mom. Here's just the regular one that says Mom. So you can just stick right in there. Really easy peasy. And I want to do these pretty colors. I have this pretty chalk paint from Folk Art. And that's pretty fun. I'm just going to go ahead and shake it up. I need some more shaking. So it gets yucky after a while. Alrighty. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of this pretty chalk paint on. So this is the 1/8 version, and it comes with double stands. The 1/4 version just comes with a single stand because you don't need to double them up because it's nice and thick if you cut them out of 1/4. I always like to double them up when I do them in 1/8. Alrighty. Here we go. Move this out of the way. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead, make sure you don't get any paint inside the line here in that slot, because then that paint will build up and it will make it too hard to put your piece in there. Okay, so I just like to give it a quick paint, and I like to just give it a little dusting. I don't want to go too crazy. I love chalk paint because it gives that nice farmhouse texture. All right. Try not to get the sides too much, because then you have to paint all of the sides once you get the sides. Okay. And if your fingers get all full of black, like mine, and just get a little, I try not to touch it too much because my fingers are always black from touching the edges. So I try not to. Okay. There we go. All done. There's our top layer. Let that dry. And I think I'm gonna do some pink on the bottom layer. Add some of that pink. And you can add some of the distressing inks to that too, just to distress it a little bit. All right. And I'm really gonna just do, I didn't even bother to clean my brush. I'm just gonna do around the edges because you're not gonna see that middle because you're gonna be covering it up anyways. There we go. Just love how thick chalk paint is. It's like, you only have to use like one coat. There we go. Perfect. All right, and of course I touched the corner. So just give it a little extra paint and good to go. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna give that a second to dry. And let me check on my sign. Oh, I love it. So there's our mom. And then I have my little names I can add. So if I wanted to add like names, I could put like the names in here. So then you can just kind of push them down in there. And just a little piece of something in here. You just put like, push them down. There we go. So we got names and let's see. Push these down in here. So I'm gonna put like our family names in here. Since my dad passed away, I wanted to put my dad's name in there. And I'm gonna put all these names here. There we go. There. And then we're just gonna push them around. There we go. So there's our names. So I like that. That'll be fun. And then they kind of just shake in there. And if you want to add like glitter or whatnot, you can add glitter. But I'm pretty happy with those. Those are fun. And I have other names. I'm gonna put my mom in here too. My mom's name in here. It'd be nice. There we go. So I got my mom's name. And look, you can even add like cat names. So I have my little cat names on there too. So that would be for me. I'm gonna make one for my home one. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so there's our finished piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and just glue the stand. There we go. And I'll just move this aside. And it's just a little bit wet there. There we go. And I'm gonna put some glue on here. What I like to do is when I put this on, I like to make sure that they line up perfectly. So I take one of these and just kind of put it on here to make sure that they line up perfectly all the way down. So that way I know that they're on, that it's on there perfect. And then I push down to make sure that it's perfect. So there it is. So I want to make sure that those are perfectly lined up. So there's our base. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. The glue. I'm just really, really happy with this. I'm really excited. I hope my mom likes this for Mother's Day. So I think she'll like it. I'm gonna have her put it on her mantle. But this is her Mother's Day gift I wanted to make her. And I did make her some butterflies too, but I think she'll like this one because it's personalized and it has our names and stuff. And she's gonna be celebrating her 50th wedding anniversary and she's gonna be spending it by herself. So I'm gonna fly down and spend it with her. And so I thought this would be nice, just something nice for her to have, and she can put it on her mantle. So be a nice Mother's Day gift. So, all right, so should be ready to go, nice and dry. I don't want to touch it because my hands are full of icky. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close my lids. And I'll post the finished pictures. And I'm pretty excited. All right, I'm gonna take this out. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. There it is. I'm so excited about this. Oh, a little bit of wet paint. And there it is. There is our finished piece. You can see it. Alrighty. I'll have to touch up some of the paint on the base. But there's our finished piece. So excited. All right. Just wipe off some of that extra paint. All right. So, all right. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed your time, and I will get the file listed, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. And I'll get these both posted on there. All right, well, thanks for joining me tonight. Talk to you soon. Bye.